subscribe to the channel for more moral support and interest in providing content that satisfies you.
A man wants to capture a little boy in order to prevent himself from getting weak. Another powerful figure vows to save the boy because if the boy is not saved, the world would be full of evil powers. The movie starts and we see our main character named Moreau. He reaches a fort in Eastern Europe on his bike. There he sees a monk and asks him if the kid is going to be safe there. Moreau, however, says he thinks that he is going to have to take the kid away because the people who have been looking for this kid are really dangerous. As they talk, they are attacked by an armed group of people who rain down bullets on everyone in their tracks. Moreau also shoots at them, and this is when we see the kid, whose name is Danny, the son of the devil. There we also see the boy's mother, Nadia. Both mother and son try to get out of there alive amidst the attack. The thugs, however, chase them, led by a man named Kerrigan. Moreau is driven off a cliff before he shoots the mercenaries' tires, delaying them before they can go after Danny and Nadia. He survives as a tree breaks his fall. With the son and mother saved, the scene changes to our main character, Johnny Blaze. We learn that Johnny has not been a ghost rider for the last 8 years. Moreau, after letting the mother and son go, makes his way to Johnny's house. He tells him everything, but Johnny does not believe him and attacks him. Johnny asks him who he is and what he is doing there. Moreau tells him that he is well aware of who Johnny is and needs his help. Johnny asks him why in the world he would help him, and Moreau tells him that he is well aware that he has the soul of a ghost rider in his body and wants to get rid of it. He gives him an offer, telling him that if he is willing to help, he could try to help him get rid of the ghost rider inside his body. Moreau says that he just has to do a simple job. There is a little kid whose life is in danger. The kid is on the run, and very dangerous people are looking for him. He tells Johnny that if he can save the boy's life, he could help him get back his own soul, the one that actually belongs to Johnny Blaze. Johnny agrees. The scene changes to Nadia and Danny, who have become thieves in order to survive. That night, Kerrigan and his whole team follow them yet again, wanting to catch them both and bring them back to the devil. On the other hand, we see Johnny Blaze, now transformed into his Ghost Rider form, ready to get started on his mission. As we know, the Ghost Riders can smell evil. Johnny does the same and gets to the place where Nadia and her son are just about to be shot by Kerrigan. Ghost Rider shows up and attacks the people surrounding them. Kerrigan tries to fight back, shooting him with his shotgun and rifle, but to no avail. Kerrigan sees that the creature standing in front of him is invincible and manages to sneak out of there. In the meantime, a drop of Danny's blood touches the ground, causing the Ghost Rider to start losing his powers. Seeing this, Kerrigan comes back and attacks Johnny again. The scene then changes to a hospital. Johnny wakes up in a hospital where a nurse asks him how he's doing. When she asks him about his bruises, he tries to dodge her questions. As the nurse goes away, Johnny manages to get out of there. He spots Nadia trying to find a place to stay low and follows her. The scene then changes to Kerrigan, who now has the boy, Danny. He calls Rourke, the main devil of the story, who happens to be the thug's boss as well. He tells him that he has the kid, but Rourke is going to have to pay them double the amount they agreed upon before. He tells the man that he was only told to kidnap a kid, not to fight a ghost rider. He tells Rourke that if he wants the boy, he's going to have to pay his demands. Kerrigan also asks him what to do with the kid, as he has been really worrying him. The man tells him to put the kid on the call with him. When the boy talks to Rourke, he says nothing but one word, and the boy goes unconscious after a loud shriek. Kerrigan is shocked and asks what he just did. Rourke tells him that he has put a lock on the body of the kid, adding that the ghost rider will not be able to find the kid now. Rourke, however, adds that the ghost rider could definitely locate Kerrigan, so he's going to have to be on his marks all the time and maximize his security. Rourke tells him that he is going to be there to retrieve the kid as soon as possible. Johnny, on the other hand, catches up to Nadia and asks her why she is running from him. He tells Nadia that he saw her last night and asks her where the kid is. She then tells Johnny the whole story. Nadia says that Kerrigan has been following them for a long time. She reveals that Kerrigan is her ex-boyfriend, and they used to live together. He was really rich and had guns, cars, and loads of money. She says that she was in need of all these things, so she agreed to live with him. Johnny then asks her if Danny really is her son, and she says that the boy is hers, but Kerrigan is not the father. The father of the child is Rourke. Kerrigan, on the other hand, makes his way to his friends, who are heavily guarded and have heavy ammunition as well. In the meantime, Nadia and Johnny find a man who knows a lot about Kerrigan. When they talk to him, the man reveals that Kerrigan has taken the boy to a building that is still under construction. As he tortures the man for information, Johnny transforms into Ghost Rider but controls his body, because if he fully transforms, he will be revealed to everybody and could be dangerous to Nadia. After extracting all the needed information from the man, he makes his way to the location where Kerrigan is currently hiding. Kerrigan also learns that the Ghost Rider is on his way and gets ready to fight. Kerrigan prepares himself with an army of his men, including a rocket launcher that could hopefully defeat Johnny. The Ghost Rider appears, and a battle ensues while Nadia frees Danny. The Ghost Rider makes short work of the mercenaries by riding a Bagger 288 and defeats Kerrigan. As Nadia and Danny escape, the Ghost Rider catches up to them and attempts to kill Nadia. The next morning, the three of them sit in a restaurant having breakfast when Johnny tries to talk to the kid, but the boy does not seem too interested in talking. Rourke approaches Kerrigan, who dies in front of him. However, Rourke resurrects him as a being known as Blackout, who can render a person's environment pitch black and decay anything he touches. Rourke, having sustained some injuries due to his weak state on Earth, sends Blackout to retrieve Danny. We then learn that Rourke's body is getting weaker day by day. In order to make his body powerful again, he needs a body that has been born with his own. Danny is his own son, someone who was born from his seed, so he wants to perform a ritual on the boy to transform his body into his and make it young and strong all over again. On the other hand, Johnny, Danny, and Nadia make their way to the old fort in Eastern Europe. The fort is an ancient one where the people live just like their ancestors and have nothing to do with the modern inventions of the world. They do not even have any electricity in the fort. The only light they use is the sun, and at night, the moon. There they see Moreau in his old monk attire. It turns out that these people are the ones who actually tasked Moreau to save and bring the boy to the fort. The monks there, including Methodius, ensure the protection of Danny before the exorcism. Moreau explains to Johnny that the rider was once the angel of justice, Zarathos, but was tricked into going into hell and was driven insane. Retaining his sense of justice, Zarathos became a spirit of vengeance, an entity who took pleasure in punishing the wicked regardless of their crimes. Although Johnny questions if the angel's benevolent spirit still exists, Johnny is successfully exorcised. However, Methodius reveals his treachery and plans to kill Danny to prevent the devil from taking over his body and achieving higher powers. Johnny, Moreau, and Nadia are imprisoned as Danny is about to be executed. However, Blackout arrives and kills Methodius and the monks, retaking Danny back to Rourke. Nadia is devastated by what has occurred, but Johnny swears to rescue Danny even though his powers have been removed. Nadia tells him that she knows where they must have taken the boy. Moreau says that they are going to have to fight many people now, so they will need a lot of weapons. They then arm themselves with the deadliest weapons available. That night, Rourke starts the ritual he has been planning to perform to refresh his powers and make his body as strong as it has ever been. As it goes on, Moreau, Nadia, and Johnny also arrive. As they enter the place, they find many bottles of ancient wine. One of the bottles is over 2,000 years old. Moreau drinks it, and Johnny asks him if it is really a good idea to get drunk when they are about to fight such an important battle. Moreau, however, tells him that he thinks it's perfect and continues to drink. He addresses God and asks for forgiveness for the sins he is going to commit, but says he has no other choice. The fight begins. Rourke faces Johnny, but Johnny is too powerful for him. Rourke might know magic in many rituals, but his body is too weak to fight. When Johnny lands a punch on him, he goes down. Johnny tries to save Danny, shouting at the boy to get out of there. But the boy does not listen as the rituals have started to take effect on him, making him oblivious to whatever is going on around him. The boy finally gets up but attacks Johnny. During the attack, he is reminded of a time when the Ghost Rider saved him. He learns that Johnny is not a Ghost Rider anymore, and gives him all the powers of a Ghost Rider again, thus transforming Johnny back into the Ghost Rider. As they try to escape with Danny, Kerrigan shows up, and a fight begins. Kerrigan manages to put down Moreau, and tries to stop the Ghost Rider. Meanwhile, Rourke takes advantage of the opportunity and takes Danny, getting out of there. Rourke drives off in his car, but is followed by the Ghost Rider on his ghost bike. The Ghost Rider himself is being followed by Kerrigan, who tries his best to stop him. However, it does not turn out well for Kerrigan, as the Ghost Rider gets sick of him and attacks with all his might, finishing him off. The Ghost Rider now has his flame chain in hand, with which he tries to stop the van in which Rourke is taking Danny. As Rourke speeds up, trying to lose the Ghost Rider, his car crashes into a big boulder, flipping over on the road. The car with Rourke and Danny inside finally comes to a halt. The Ghost Rider approaches them and drags the devil out of the car. The rider declares that Rourke has done enough evil on Earth and that the devil belongs in hell. He needs to be sent to hell right away. The devil then declares that Johnny is the worst deal he ever made. The rider then literally sends Rourke back to hell, slamming him into the fiery depths of the earth. Nadia catches up, but is dismayed to find the rider pulling Danny's lifeless body from the wreck of the car. Nadia sees him coming with the boy's dead body and is heartbroken. She tells the rider that they tried their best to save the child, but it seems it was not meant to be. The rider is also heartbroken and remembers something told to him by Moreau when the rider was trying to get rid of his powers and return to being a normal man. He tells her that the actual Ghost Rider was sent to do justice with the people on Earth. He was not sent to fight evil powers, but with the passage of time, the Ghost Rider changed as he started fighting only those who were spreading evil and did not care about justice. For a long time, he has not focused on saving the innocent, but rather on punishing the bad ones. Reverting back, Johnny says that he feels the angel of justice reawaken within him and resurrects Danny with the angel's blue flames. The boy finally wakes up, and both Johnny and Nadia take a sigh of relief. Johnny has done his job. He has saved the boy and finished off Rourke, the devil. The Ghost Rider's yellow flame now turns into a blue flame. Johnny then rides off, now engulfed in holy blue flames, declaring that he is the Ghost Rider and has both the power to make justice prevail and fight evil. He helps other people who need him.
Please click like and subscribe to the channel for more moral support and interest in providing content that satisfies you.